Hi, hello, and a very warm welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you 9 proven ways to write product descriptions that are going to persuade and inform your customers. That is 9 proven ways to write your product descriptions that are going to persuade and inform your customers. And as a result, you will be able to increase your sales and your profit margins. Now, a product description is the marketing copy that explains what a product is and why it's worth purchasing. The purpose of a product description is to supply customers with important information about the features and the benefits of the product so that they will get compelled to buy. However, entrepreneurs and marketeers alike are susceptible to a common mistake that comes up when writing product descriptions. Even professional copywriters make it sometimes. Writing product descriptions that simply describe your products. Now, why is this wrong? Why is it wrong to write product descriptions that simply describe your products? Because great product descriptions need to augment your product pages by selling your products to real people, not just acting as back-of-the-box dispensers of information for search engines, though search engine optimization can't be an afterthought, of course. Now, let's have a look at 9 simple ways to persuade visitors to your online store with product descriptions that sell. Now, the first step on how to write product descriptions that sell is to focus on your ideal buyer. When you write a product description with a huge crowd of buyers in mind, your descriptions become wishy-washy and you end up addressing no one at all. The best product descriptions address your target audience directly and personally. You ask and answer questions as if you're having a conversation with your customer. You choose the words your ideal buyer uses. You use the word you. When it comes to writing your own product descriptions, start by imagining your ideal buyer, okay? What kind of humor does he or she appreciate, if any at all? What words does he use? What words does he hate? Is he okay with words like sucky and crappy? What questions does he ask that you should answer? Consider how you would speak to your ideal buyer if you're selling your product in store face-to-face. Now try and incorporate that language into your e-commerce site so that you can have a similar online conversation that resonates more deeply. The second step that I would recommend to you when it comes to writing your product description is to entice with benefits. Now, what do I mean? When we sell our own products, we get excited about individual product features and specifications, right? We live and breathe our company, our website, and our products. Now, the problem is our potential buyers are not as interested in mundane features and specs. They want to know what's in it for them, how it will address their biggest pain points. That's why you need to highlight the benefits of each feature. Now, consider the benefit of your products. How does your product make your customers feel happier, for example, healthier, or more productive? Which problems, glitches, and hassle does your product help to solve? Don't just sell a product, sell an experience. The third tip I would give you when it comes to writing product descriptions: avoid yeah phrases. When we are stuck for words and don't know what else to add to our product description, we often add something blunt like excellent product quality. Now that's a yeah phrase. As soon as a potential buyer reads excellent product quality, he thinks, yeah, of course, yeah. Now, that's what everyone says. Ever had someone describe their product quality as average, not so good, or even bad? You become less persuasive when your potential buyer reads your product description and starts saying yeah to themselves. To avoid this reaction, be as specific as possible. Product details add credibility. Remember that product details add credibility. Product details sell your product. You can never include too many technical details in your product descriptions. Be specific instead. The fourth tip that I would give you when it comes to how you should write product descriptions that are going to sell is justify using superlatives. Justify using superlatives. I will explain. Superlatives sound insincere unless you clearly prove why your product is the best, the easiest, or the most advanced. The word patent gives the reader the impression that your product is special. In fact, Amazon goes on to quote several percentages to show why certain products, for example, provide killer benefits. For example, a product description such as even in bright sunlight, Paperwhite delivers clear, crisp text and images with no glare. Now, if your product is really the best, provide specific proof why this is the case. Otherwise, tone your product copy down or quote a customer who says your product is the most wonderful they've ever used. So please, if you're convinced that your product is really the best, go ahead and provide specific proof in your product description. Otherwise, simply tone your product copy down or quote a customer who says your product is the most wonderful they've ever used. The fifth tip I'm going to give you on how to write product descriptions that are going to persuade and inform your customers is appeal to your customers or appeal to your readers' imagination. Scientific research has proven that if people hold a product in their hands, their desire to own it increases. You're selling online, so your web visitors can't hold your products. Large, crystal clear pictures or videos can help. But there is also a copywriting trick to increase desire. Let your reader imagine what it would be like to own your product. Let your reader imagine what it would be like to own your product. The sixth tip that I'm going to give you on how to persuade and inform your customers through your product descriptions is cut through rational barriers with mini stores. Including mini stores in your product descriptions lowers rational barriers against persuasion techniques. In other words, we forget we're being sold something to. When it comes to telling a story about your products, ask yourself, who is making the product? What inspired the creating of the product? What obstacles did you need to overcome to develop the product? How was the product tested? Cut through rational barriers with mini stories. Including mini stories in your product descriptions, it lowers rational barriers against persuasion techniques. So delve into these questions. Who is making the product? What inspired creating the product? What obstacles did you need to overcome to develop the product? How was the product tested? The seventh tip that I'm going to give you as to how to write product descriptions that will sell your products and increase your profit margins is seduce your buyers, your customers with sensory words. Restaurants have known it for a long time. Sensory words increase sales because they engage more brain processing power. Adjectives are tricky words, I know. Often they don't add meaning to your sentences and you're better off deleting them. However, sensory adjectives are power words because they make your reader experience your copy while reading. Dazzle your readers with vivid descriptions. Think about words like velvety, smooth, crisp, and bright. The eighth tip that I'm going to give you on how to write product descriptions that are going to persuade and inform that customer is tempt with social proof. Tempt with social proof. What do I mean? When your web visitors are unsure about which product to purchase, they look for suggestions what to buy. They are often swayed to buy a product with the highest number of positive reviews. But there are other ways to sneak social proof into your product descriptions. Including an image of a person adds credibility to a quote. It also makes an online company more personal and approachable, encouraging customers to call to get answers to their queries. Now, most buyers are attracted to buying something that's popular. When it comes to your e-commerce website, highlight the products that are customer favorites. And the ninth technique that you could use in your product descriptions is make your description scannable. Make your description scannable. Is your web design encouraging web visitors to read your product descriptions? Packaging your product descriptions with a clear, scannable design makes them easier to read and appealing to potential customers. Now, I'm going to give you some areas to focus on when designing yours. Entice your web visitor with headlines. Use easy to scan bullet points. Include plenty of white space. And finally, increase your font size to promote readability. Now, a compelling product description will always pay you back. Probably, At this point, you're asking, how do you write a product description? My answer is this. Writing product description starts with research. It's important to focus on benefits rather than features. Benefits, folks, not features. You can follow the steps that I have highlighted to help you navigate through researching and writing product descriptions that sell. How do you describe products and services? Remember to focus on your ideal buyer. Emphasize benefits instead of features. Avoid filler copy and cut through rationale barriers with mini stories. And what is a product description example? Now, there are a lot of them out there, but, imagine you're selling a hand soap, a hand soap. Something like, sometimes the scent of seasonal hand wash is all we need to rouse our holiday spirits. Available in an array of festive fragrances, our naturally derived gel hand wash will leave your hands soft, clean, and ready to be tucked into a pair of fair ISO mittens. It really is the most wonderful time of the year. Something like that. You're selling a hand soap, but then you use this description. Sometimes the scent of seasonal hand wash is all we need to rouse our holiday spirits. Available in an array of festive fragrances, our naturally derived gel hand wash will leave your hands soft, clean, and ready to be tucked into a pair of fair ISO mittens. It really is the most wonderful time of the year. So, how do you write jewelry product descriptions? Maybe you're asking yourself. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. You can write jewelry product descriptions using the same tips that I have given you here. First, you need to understand your buyer. Then, you can craft product descriptions that appeal to their needs and aspirations. And don't forget to include important information like size, materials, and color. So there you go, folks. I've given you 9 proven ways to write product descriptions that are going to persuade and inform your customers and consequently increase your sales and your profit margins. Now, if you found this video helpful at all, kindly give the video a thumbs up, and of course, share the video with somebody else who may benefit from it. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn your notification bell on so that you know when I upload another helpful and informative video. Because remember, this channel is all about money. If it has anything to do with money, I upload it because my goal is to help you thrive financially in all aspects of your life. I do the hard work, you grow your wealth. Sounds good, right? I shall see you in our next video. Bye-bye.